How to quickly set up a brand kit in Canva. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to be on the Canva homepage. From the Canva homepage, you are going to go down to brand. Once you are on brand, you are going to make sure you go to brand kit. You are then going to go over to add new, and you are going to put the name in. So this one we are going to call Canva Workshop 2. And we are going to hit create. The next thing we are going to do is our logo is already prepared. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab our logo. And so from here, we are going to go down. Why don't I just type in logo? And we are going to find one of my logos. And we are going to double click on it, and it's going to pull it in. Once the logo is pulled in, what it's going to also do is it's going to grab the colors from the logo, and you're going to see it here, and that's going to be the first brand kit colors that you actually created based off the logo. Which you're going to do here, if it's to your satisfactory, you're going to hit keep. The next thing you can do, if say for instance these did not come in, you are going to go here to the three dots, and you're going to click on that, and you could hit extract colors, and it will extract the colors from your logo. You can also go replace across design. That's once your brand kit is set up and you want to do replace across all designs because you're changing, then you can do replace across design, and you can also download it from here or delete it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, I'm sorry, let me show you this other way. So if you come over here to the right and you wanted to add another brand kit, this is what you can do. You could go add new, add palettes, and Canva have some already set up for you if you wanted to choose one of those, if you did not have ones of your own. Then the other thing or other way you can add it is you can come here and go add new. And then what you can do from there is type in your brand color and it will change it, and you hit enter, and that's how you create. So that's 4 different ways for you to get your colors into your brand kit. The next thing we're going to jump into is we're going to create fonts. I usually just do the 3 top ones, which is a title, subtitle, heading. So you can, once you click on it, you can come here and you can choose a font. The ones that have the drop down arrow, those have more than one. So you could do a bold for your header, and then you can go back again. And then for your heading, you can choose another. And I'm just randomly choosing fonts just, to make this process go along faster. And then for the body, you can go again, you can choose a font for the body. And if you wanted to have one for quotes, if you're somebody who do a lot of quotes, and same thing for captions, then you can add them in here. And from there, we're moving right along. Okay. So now for your brand voice, this is where you would add your brand voice. So once this is what tells a story about you. Canva is using AI. So if you have a brand voice, and whenever you go to write something about your company, what it will do is based off your brand voice, it will format it in that way. So this is my brand voice. So I would save it here. And then once we're finished with that, you can actually come here and try your brand voice in a design, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just setting up our brand kit. So here, I would go and add, say for instance, I had a photo shoot. if I had a photo shoot and I wanted all my photos to be in my asset area for my photos because I'm going to be using them all the time, what I would then do is come here and I would add my photos here. And you click on it, it will open up and you can find a photo. Let's use this one. And you can add more than one. If you use graphics a lot, then you go in and you add in your graphics. If you use icons a lot, then you go in and you add your icons. Now, with this little section right here, it covers your charts. So if you're someone who likes to use charts in your designs, what you're going to do is you're going to set up the colors for your charts. So same thing as above, you can come here and you could add in whatever colors you like from your brand above. So when you're doing your charts, the colors will bring it in. I like to also have white, enter. I like to also add black. I like black. I use black and white. Those are standard colors. And so you can go in here and use them. So, oops, I'm sorry, we jumped too far. So back in this section, this is where your chart section. If you wanted to add new, you can, of course, anyone here, if you wanted to add all of these buttons for these section, allow you to add to those sections. Now, let's just take a quick peek at this. So when you're in these sections, okay, say for instance here, what you will do is if you click on the three dots next to the photo, it will ask you generate from photo, okay, extract color palette, replace across design, or download. So you basically, once you do this, you will have other options that you can use this for. Same thing here. Say for instance, you're changing your logo, and because you have your brand kit set up and you pull in your new logo, what you can do is once you do that, you right click on it, you could go replace across design. And so all designs that you have that have your old logo in, you can now replace it and you don't have to do it one by one. That's it for setting up Brand Kit.